Okay, I absolutely thought The Hangover 1 was a fantastic movie. Great, funny, over the top, wildly inappropriate, but funny. Second one tried to go as far as it could to being like outrageous, and it didn't seem to be as funny. So Hangover 3. I looked my wife when we were watching it. I got the disc through Netflix, and I was like, did we actually laugh? There's moments where they were kind of funny, but I don't recall having like when we saw the first Hangover, we actually had to pause it to go to the bathroom because we were going to wet ourselves. It was that funny. The second one, I had to explain what a Thai ladyboy was to my wife. That was kind of awkward for the drive home. And the third one was just, I like how it tied up everything from like all three movies, but it was just not really funny. It felt a lot more like it was like a coming of age drama with a little bit of comedy thrown into it. So what ends up being your basic plot? Well, Alan, Zach Galifianakis' character, they think that it's probably time for him to go to a place to have him get treatment because of all his mental ailments. On the way there, they get into a car accident. Why they get into a car accident? Probably wondering. Because of Chow. Chow broke out of prison and stole money from Marshall. Marshall was a character who was mentioned in the first Hangover, when Black Doug sold him the wrong drugs. The rest is the wild misadventures from that point on. That's all I'm going to say. I'll go into my spoilers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, a goose egg. Okay, so by the time that's done, they get into the car accident, find out that Alan and Chow have been exchanging emails and letters back and forth. They're like, oh, he's in Tijuana. You're probably thinking, okay, Tijuana. We'll get to see, some stupid jokes in Tijuana. No. Chow seems hurt. They then break into a house to steal money, or to steal some gold. Ends up being Marshall's house. He's pissed. He kills Black Doug. Tells him you gotta find out where he's at. He goes back to Vegas. Probably think, alright, they're back in Vegas. Back in Caesar's Palace, because apparently Chow has now got like hookers and, like male escorts, female escorts, drugs everywhere. And it's like, okay, so here's gonna be some, wild, inappropriate comedy. Then it's like, no. Okay. Chow escapes using a parachute. Alright. So now we're going to have some comedy with Chow stuck on the thing. Stupid. Okay, still not really funny. Alright. Okay, then he kills, John Goodman's character. He's got the money. It's like, alright, so we're like an hour and a half now. Beyond the moments with Melissa McCarthy and Zach Galifianakis, where the two of them had this great chemistry. Because it feels like they're the exact same characters. One's the male version, one's the female version. And they have this really great on-screen chemistry. It's just not funny. Ends of those two getting married. And then they hit a scene where, they wake up and they're like, oh man, what happened? Stu comes out and he got breast implants. And then they mention how the wedding cake was done by Chow. Chow shows up naked. There's your ending. So all of your weird Hangover-esque sort of humor comes in the last 10 seconds before they crank into In the Air of the Night again.